say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in week 16. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Extra receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Touchdown!
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Well, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker. They just delivered. And they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out. Still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he's got room. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 3rd down, Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. 3 yards all they can muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, throw left side, complete. That's Powell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense. Now, these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wise. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Open-ish Powell, that's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded right around the 8.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
65 yards.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it makes the score 21-10.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Oh, that's a big let-off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. He finds his man, complete. That's Wise. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Under a minute to go, clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Now Jackson on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Powell. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Second and 5.
Powell on the catch.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Jackson.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here. And they could look to really open things up now with this first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Now it's Burrow. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
David Ojabo
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Here we go. Here we go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And some space here. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And that's a big-time run right there. Backed up deep inside their own 10, but he found a weakness in the defense, and off he went. I think they got caught looking past defensively, and he burned them for a huge gain. Nice job taking advantage of what the defense gave him.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Bengals are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points.
but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here we go. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here we go. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon.
He's got the first down and more.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they've got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
First down, here's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
On 1, ready?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go, here we go. 11. Go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon
His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Bengals have taken the lead. McPherson on for the point after.
And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Next to score, Bengals 24, Ravens 21. Evan McPherson to kick off forces and
after the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
at their own 15-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And now the rookie's free. 30. 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 85 yards.
And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
Tucker with the extra point. That will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On one, ready?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 30 on second down. Burrow to Evans on the slant.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow will throw.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
You got to make the play. He gets the points. The coaches, they've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Burrow. He's got a man. Complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Paris Campbell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to 4. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow.
Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Burrow. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. You can't pay attention to this edge rusher every single day.
Team, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Here we go. 11 MT.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Here's Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They begin with a run by Mixon, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had a little crash in the ball carrier before he even made the ride, and they hold him to just a yard.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that gives him a 3-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Powell.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now we'll throw here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. Now it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
There to make the tackle, Jonathan Abram.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He completes it to Evans.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On the jet sweep, here's Chase.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Room here to run. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be The final play.
Here we go.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20. So
the Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and back.
Across the 30-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Powell. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
And they'll run the option on third and short yardage.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss on play. It's 4th down.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. But talk about a great call on special teams, a gutsy call. They fake the extra point. They'll wind up getting 2 for the price of 1. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here we go.
This offense on third down today. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Burrow. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked by Logan Wilson.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bengals. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Ravens Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time, Rel for a solid gain.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Jackson to throw.
Over the middle, complete. It's Wise. And he is going to have the Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It goes as a pickup of 23. And it's good enough for a Baltimore first down.
Jackson.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down.
Throwing. Jackson.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
Here's Jackson.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Powell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Jackson.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown. The multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point and make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Here's Burrow.
Flushed out right.
And he's out of bounds, so give him about 9 as that stops the clock.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Throwing, Burrow. That's complete to Chase. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now Burrow.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, not many places to throw the football if in it.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They get him.
They do indeed get the timeout, so it's not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here we go.
A final shot now for Burrow. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Ravens,
their hopes of a winning campaign stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year.
And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.